The false awakening. Simone jolted awake, her heart pounding in her chest. The sterile, metallic room around her was nothing like her cozy bedroom. Strange, otherworldly figures loomed over her, their large eyes reflecting the fear in her own. The air was thick with an unsettling hum, and Simone felt an overwhelming sense of helplessness as they began their examinations. The aliens communicated telepathically, projecting disturbing images into her mind. She saw glimpses of distant planets, strange landscapes, and unfamiliar constellations. The figures performed bizarre, painful experiments, inserting needles into her skin and probing her mind with advanced devices. They spoke in a language she couldn't understand, yet their intentions felt menacingly clear. The next thing she knew, she was lying in her own bed, drenched in sweat, the morning sun streaming through the curtains. The vividness of the experience left her shaking, but when she tried to recount the nightmarish encounter to her friends and family, they dismissed it as a bad dream. Days turned into weeks, and the memories of the abduction haunted Simone. She became increasingly isolated, her pleas for understanding met with skepticism and concern for her mental health. The small town buzzed with rumors, and Simone felt herself slipping further into paranoia. One evening, while searching for answers, she stumbled upon a hidden file on her work computer. It contained cryptic notes about mind control experiments in the secret government facility she's been working at part-time. As she delved deeper, fragments of memories began to resurface, memories that didn't fit with her supposed alien abduction. In her dreams, she saw herself being led into a bright, sterile room filled with scientists in lab coats. She remembered the cold, clinical environment and the dispassionate voices discussing her as if she were a lab rat. The aliens were replaced by people, their faces obscured by masks, their hands gloved and methodical. Driven by a desperate need to uncover the truth, Simone set out to find the truth. After days of searching, she found it in the nondescript building on the outskirts of town. Inside, she discovered a lab filled with advanced technology and files documenting experiments on unwitting subjects. The truth hit her like a tidal wave. Her abduction was a fabricated memory, part of a psychological experiment designed to study the effects of implanted trauma. The aliens, the examinations, the fear, it was all a carefully constructed illusion. Simone confronted the scientists responsible, demanding answers. With the truth now uncovered, they explained that the experiment aimed to test the limits of human perception and memory, to see how deeply false memories could be implanted and how they would affect behavior. Before working as a temp at the facility, they had her sign an NDA, grappling with the reality of what had been done to her. Shattered and disoriented, Simone returned to her life. She realized that the true horror was not the abduction, but the manipulation of her mind by those she once trusted. Her sense of reality was forever altered, and she was left to rebuild her life from the fragments of her shattered trust. As Simone walked through the town, she looked at the familiar faces around her with new eyes. She understood now that the most insidious threats were not from distant stars, but from within the corridors of power, where reality could be twisted and minds controlled. The false awakening had opened her eyes to the fragile nature of truth, and she vowed never to let her guard down again.